Hi there. Welcome to MrInterface's mechanical keyboard guide. There are many mechanical keyboard guides on the net, but I thought to make one myself in order to not only tell you about the mysteries of the mechanical switch keyboard, but also show you the particular models that are out there. What is a mechanical keyboard? I want to make it simple. This is my definition of a mechanical keyboard. A mechanical keyboard is a keyboard that is not rubber domed. Rubber dome keyboards have little rubber domes inside them that when pressed makes the key register. These are very cheap to make, and that is the reason many people have them. Mechanical keyboards usually have a lifespan of over 20 million key presses per key. In short, I'm going to tell you about these particular switches. 1. Buckling spring switches. 2. Cherry switches. 3. Alps switches. 4. Topper switches. Some of these also come in different variants. I will also take a closer look inside these variants. I will make a remark on the build quality of the keyboards passing this guide, but for the rest I will make no judgment on any of these keyboards. If you would like to know how I think of them, please visit my website. First, some switch terms. A clicky switch makes a distinct click sound when pressed. A tactile switch means that you can feel a little bump when pressing, and linear switches are non-clicky, non-tactile. So you will not hear a click and will not feel a bump when pressing a linear switch. All three types of switches have their advantages and disadvantages, but these are very subjective. With this I mean that what is good for one is not good for another. Any mechanical switch is better than the cheap rubber domed keyboards that have flooded the market these days. Alright, get yourself a drink, go sit comfortably, and let's start with me doing the magic keyboard appear trick. Here we go, the mother of all keyboards, the IBM Model M. Its build quality is second to none, extremely sturdy. The Model M has a buckling spring as key. This switch lets you hear you press the key and feel it through the use of the so-called buckling spring technology. It basically is a spring that buckles. Let me show you what I mean. Here you can distinguish a spring inside the mechanism. This spring buckles under pressure, hence the name. So, to recap, buckling spring is clicky, you can hear it, and tactile, you can feel it. Alright, next one. What's this? Ah, the Razer Black Widow. Very good build construction. What kind of switch would it be using? Let's try. Hey, it clicks. And I can feel a little bump when pressing them. Let me check. Aha! The cherry blue. So the cherry blue is a tactile clicky switch. So, to recap, cherry blue is clicky and tactile and needs about 50 grams to actuate. Alright, next one. Philco Magistouch. Very nice build construction. Let me see what kind of switch it uses. Not really clicky. I can feel a little bump. Let me check. Aha! The cherry brown. So, to recap, cherry brown is a tactile, non-clicky switch and it needs about 45 grams to actuate. Alright, next one. Here we go. The SteelSeries 7G. Extremely sturdy build construction. Now, what kind of key could it be having? Let me see. No click. Also no bump. This can only mean one thing. The cherry black. The cherry black is a linear switch. So, to recap, Cherry Black is a linear switch, which is non-tactile and non-clicky, and needs about 60 grams of force to actuate. Alright, next one. Let me see. The Cherry G80-3494. Rather flimsy build quality, since it is all clamped together. What kind of switches would it be using? Let's see. They are non-clicky, non-tactile. What's this? Another Cherry linear switch? Hey, color is red. Wait a minute. When I press the keys, they are lighter than the Cherry Black. So, the Cherry Red is also a linear switch, but it needs less force to actuate. So, to recap, Cherry Red is a linear switch, which is non-tactile and non-clicky, and it is lighter than the Cherry Black. This particular Cherry Red switch needs 45 grams to actuate. Alright, next one. Aha, the Silicon Graphics AT101. Very good build quality. And I wonder what it has for keys. Aha, non-clicky, but tactile. Is it a cherry brown or a clear? Let's see. Aha, it's an Alps. Normally Alps are clicky, but this one isn't. These are called dampened Alps. They are tactile, non-clicky keys. So, to recap, dampened Alps are tactile, non-clicky switches. Alright, next one. There we go. The Omnigate Evolution. What an excellent build quality it has. What about the keys? They click. And I can feel a bump. Ah! Alps White again, but this time the clicky version. So, to recap, clicky Alps are tactile and clicky. Alright, next one. Aha, this is the Topper Real Force UP. The build construction is excellent. What kind of keys does it use? They don't click, but I can feel a bump. Let me check. Aha! This is the Topper key switch. It is tactile, non-clicky. This particular board has been specifically made to have all keys 55 grams weighted. So, to recap, Topper keys are tactile, non-clicky switches. Alright, next one. So, this is the Realforce UUW. It is the same keyboard as the Realforce UP and with the same excellent build construction. But with one big difference. The keys are weighted differently across the board. So it has the same Topper key switch. And the A weighs less than the S, and the S weighs less than the D, etc. So to recap, Topper keys are tactile, non-clicky switches which can vary in weight across the board. Alright, next one. What's this? Completely blank? The DOS keyboard? What keys does it use? Non-clicky, but tactile. Let me open one up. Ah, it's a rubber dome. but it's a good one. And it's such a good one I wanted to show you that there are rubber domes that are better than average. This particular one was made by Keytronic, which has very good rubber domes keyboards. So, to recap, some rubber domes, like the ones from Keytronic, are better than other rubber domes. Alright, next one. What? Nothing? Yep, that's it. You have seen the whole range of mechanical keyboards, including their specific key switch properties. I hope you liked it. And don't forget to visit www.MrInterface.com, which also has keyboard simulators to play around with.